Hey guys, Tamika of Custom Wood Burnin here with another live sales chew. I think we're on video 116, and I don't think we've talked about gift card giveaways yet. And so let's talk about it. Because there's, in my view, three different types, three different ways we can send gift card giveaways. And then there that are not created equal. And then there are shipping considerations. And then there are also like business, like the location of where the gift cards are for, considerations to chew on. And so that's the chew for today. So for options, to get right into it, there are physical cards, just like our traditional ones. This is my preference personally as a seller and as a buyer. So sender or receiver, I like the physical cards for a couple of reasons. One is that it's real easy to use. Another is that it's because you can use it in person, online, and stuff, but you can also re-gift it if you want to. And I don't have to figure anything out. So that's option one. The next option is a printed card. So if you buy, say, an Amazon gift card online on Amazon, then you don't have to get the physical card mailed to you. So maybe you have a raid train like tomorrow. Like, I don't have time to go to the store and get one, and I don't have time for one to ship here, won't be here in time. So you can just get a print. You can opt for the digital one where it'll just give you the card number, expiration date and all that. There may be something to scan, like a QR code or something, so whoever receives it can just like auto pull it up on their thing. But either way, you can just print it, fold it up, put it in an envelope, ship it, and this is totally sufficient. So a physical card, a printed card, and then the third option is to take the number and either DM it or email it to the winner. I will say that email is probably my personal least favorite. I know a lot of people don't mind, and I know that some sellers prefer this because there's like, you can see if an email was read, just like confirmation is a thing, and then you can send it. The perk with these and why some prefer this is because DM and email is instant, like right after the show, you can get the gift card number sent out or received. And so some people do prefer that over waiting for the mail. With email specifically though, and it is nice to just be able to like copy and paste it, I will say that. With email specifically, I don't know that this is like against terms of service or anything. I can't really speak to that, but I can offer that just as a general rule of thumb, it is nice to keep any correspondence on platform if possible. And so I don't recommend emails. And what these look like in practice is the seller will say, hey, everybody, $5 Amazon gift card running, hop in that giveaway. And if you win, make sure to send me your email address. To each their own. Me personally, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, and I'll even probably not enter just so I don't have to do any like follow up anything. I just want to, if I win, I just want to get the thing that I won. So there's that, and I even see sellers. I'll add this too that say if you don't send me your email address, then you're just going to get stickers. Let's not do that. Giveaways, it is in terms of service that whatever you say the giveaway is, that is what you have to send. Nowhere in Whatnot's terms of service that I'm aware of does it say you can like do this like onesie twosie, like this or that type of thing, or require something of the winner in order to receive that thing, right? And so it's of my opinion, I'll soapbox this for just a moment. It is of my opinion that if someone wins, they won, right? There's no extra things attached to that, right? It's just they want it, right? And so it's like on you to give it to them. If I don't think we get to say, well, they didn't send me their email address. It's like, well, I don't know about that, and if, especially if it is the seller's preference to do it that way, it is also, in my opinion, that it maybe is on the seller to reach out for that email address, because a lot of people in live shows are multitasking. They might miss that instruction, might be at work, might not, maybe step away to go from their phone to go answer the door or something like that. I don't think it's fair or safe really to rely on a short verbal cue to then place liability on the winner. So there's that, but to each their own. If we are going to do it like instant, because it is nice to just have it instantly, I'm going to say DM is the way to go. But either case, physical card is an option, a printed card is an option, and then sending the actual code immediately works too. All three of these, something does have to be sent in the mail, whether it's the card itself or whether if you send the code beforehand, then you still have to send something in the mail because you have to fulfill the label, the shipping label. And so oftentimes we'll see sellers fulfill this by just sending a sticker, a logo sticker, something else, a thank you note, or just a packing slip that just says, was sent via DM or something like that. So, so there's that. And I want to say too, for the shipping considerations, most of the time these do get sent PWE, so it's like $1, give or take, to ship it. However, two things with that. The first thing is if it's $20, once it hits $20 or more, PWE doesn't apply anymore. It is going to bump up to ground shipping. But that's okay, because sometimes we want ground shipping. And this is the other consideration, that even if it's below $20, we may opt, even if we're sending it in an envelope, we may want to opt for the ground shipping, which all we have to do to get it ground is change the package, size. We can just say it's like over, ½ inch or something, or the category, because ground shipping offers tracking start to finish. And I have heard some stories of sellers getting headaches because the receivers, the winners of the giveaways, claim that they didn't get it. And if there's not solid tracking, it's hard to fight that or confirm otherwise. And so something to chew on. I don't know that it's common, but it does happen for sure. It does happen. So regular PWE, which is to say the first class mail letter envelope, they'll scan 50-50 chance even, but they'll scan when the post office receives it. The first post office receives it, and then they'll scan when the last post office before delivery receives it. And so no tracking in between, and they can take up to 14 business days, I want to say. And so sometimes the winner will see it kind of looks like the package isn't moving, and so then they start to assume that they're not getting it or they got scammed or something. And so there's things. So there are tracking can be a good thing. I'll just leave that there. Okay. So, but automatic over $20 anyway. So PWE or tracking or ground advantage, those are the two shipping options. And then the last consideration here is the type of gift card that we're offering. The main thing I would like to say for this is to be cautious of, well, so the first thing is the most popular ones are popular for good reason, the Amazons and the Starbucks type of ones, Dunkin' Donuts even, because these are the most likely to be wanted. In short, anybody can find something to buy on Amazon. Anybody, for their business, for their selves, for their regular shopping, right? For their homes, for their families, for gifting, for anything. You can buy everything on Amazon. You can buy inventory to resell on Amazon, So Amazon's a great choice. Starbucks and Dunkin' Donut coffees and these are okay too, because even if you don't drink coffee, most people like snacks, right? Or it's really, 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 really re-gift friendly, right? You don't like Starbucks, but you know someone that does. Like Starbucks is everywhere. Dunkin' Donuts is in most places. So they're real user friendly. So that they're very popular for those reasons. But a lot of sellers do get tired of seeing those, which is fair. Try to mix it up a little bit. And so they go with like other favorite stores, brands, retailers, something like this. So if we are doing that, it is nice. One thing is nice is to like attach it to our brand some way, shape, or form. So if we are selling tools, for instance, maybe we have, our audience likes tools probably. So maybe a Home Depot gift card would be appropriate. If we're a women's contemporary, maybe a gift card that has to do with fashion in some way, shape, or form. Maybe if we're selling makeup, maybe a Sephora gift card, something like that, like on brand to some degree, is a great choice. Another great choice is opting for gift cards that can be spent online, because folks can just do their shopping super conveniently for these like random one-off stores, instead of having to go find one physically and go out of your way like just for that, if it's not somewhere that you go all the time anyway. Which leads me to the last caution, which is just being aware that all stores are not in all 50 states, right? And so if there is a gift card running in a live show for Church's Chicken or Waffle House or something, I'm up in the Northwest, and so I'd be like, I don't even know where I could spend that. Like, we just got a Sonic within this last year, and that's still like an hour for me. You know what I mean? There's certain stores that are very popular in the South or the West Coast or the East Coast or the Midwest or whatever, but they don't exist in other places. And sometimes we forget that. And so if we are selling to all 50 states and even international, it's nice to be conscious of this. And international, especially if we are doing international giveaways, I'm going to really recommend having the online gift card options, like only stores that have like online merchandise for sale. And so that's the two. So we got physical cards, printed cards, and like the digital ones for email or DM. We have PWE versus Ground Advantage shipping rates and tracking. And then there's different types, right? So Amazon, if we just want to be safe, it's Amazon. If we want to go outside of that, I'm just going to recommend somewhere that can be redeemed online for the win. And so there we go, 13 minutes talking about gift cards. I thought this was going to be like a 5-minute. So either case, let's cap it here. I would like to thank you for watching. If you found value in this, please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Otherwise, I just wish you a happy life selling. I hope to see you next time. We'll be back tomorrow talking about more live sales stuff. So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.